culture crossfire. Yeah. Caught up in the fandom flame. Crossfire. Yeah. Nothing in pop culture safe. Wizard casting truth bombs. Mob bringing the fire. When the heart takes head, you're in the culture crossfire. Wizard spells, monsters roar, breaking down the culture war. When the fandom flames rise higher, you're caught up in the crossfire. Caught up in the fandom flame. Crossfire climb. Nothing in pop culture safe. The wizard casting truth bombs. Mob bringing the fire. When the heart takes hit, you're in the culture crossfire. You're caught up in the crossfire.
Oh, we're live,
Oh,
Marv.
there we
Marv,
go.
We're live.
It happened.
Let's go.
We made it.
Yes,
We made it. Third week in a row now for our Monday night show. For those that are asking in the chat, yes, we are 2 times a week now. Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern and Thursday mornings at 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Here, this is. I thought this was a morning show. It is
Exactly.
both now.
It is
It's
both.
Absolutely. All right. Marv, how we doing? It's a Monday.
Good. It's a Monday. It is a Monday. Definitely
Yeah.
some Monday blues. I spent the entirety of yesterday using my offset smoker for the first time ever.
And how'd it go?
Not bad. Like way better than I thought it was gonna go. Like I know what I did wrong and what I did right. So it's all gonna come down to wood quality. Like I thought I had decent wood, and the wood I had was too thin. So I had to once I got the actual logs, it was starting to work better. It's just heat management was an issue. But smoked a pork shoulder, pork butt, and
Okay.
came out really good. It took way too long. It should have taken much shorter amount of time, but you know.
Well, hey, I think that's what's the barbecue like. You only learn how to do good barbecue by making bad barbecue, and it didn't sound like it was bad. Which is
It
the
wasn't
fun
bad.
part.
No, we've got a ton of the shredded pork now, and it's really, really good. It's got that amazing smoky flavor, and like the backyard still smells like the smoke. And the clothes that I wore
Oh, that's
yesterday, I haven't even put them in the laundry yet because I'm just like, smoke. But so I spent the day like outside with the smoker, but like I went in the pool too, just because it's like right there, and I had a little temperature monitor. But now my legs are killing me. Like all day today, I've barely been able to walk because my legs are so sore from being in the pool.
I'm jealous. It sounds like you had a great weekend. You guys let us know at home, how was your weekend? Right?
Yeah,
How was your weekend?
How was your weekend, Wizard?
My weekend consisted of watching Gina Carano lose in 17 seconds.
Well, we saw that together.
We did. We saw that together. Although that was not fun. Okay. But you know what else wasn't fun? Driving all around North Carolina State, hunting down
Dear.
the Mandalorian and Grogu Bath and Body Works soaps, which I did get.
You did get them? Good.
I did get them. Okay. And I
imagine I imagine they're sold out everywhere, right?
They're not. It's just really far away from where I live. The Bath and Body Works is far.
But Bath and Body Works is closing everywhere.
Well, they're not opening everywhere. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So really quick before we get into the show, because we got a lot of topics we got to get through.
We do.
And we got chats from you guys. We got to get to real quick review. Right. There's 2 soaps. There's 2 of the hand soaps. There is the Bounty Hunter flavor, and then there's Force Flow. Okay. And I have quick review. Right. The Bounty Hunter one is gross. It is It lingers for genuinely hours on your hands. It smells like a male's for a Yankee Candle for a guy,
Oh no.
but it's like a fake cheap cologne.
Oh.
So it just, oh my, it was making me anxious because the smell of it was kind of making me sick. So I had to go and I had to rewash my hands to, a couple hours later, just to get the stench off.
Did it cling to you?
It,
So
well, it did. It,
you actually washed yourself in the twink stink.
yes, I was.
That is what we've been
showered
calling it. Yes, the Pedro
twink
version we
stink.
call the twink stink.
And then I used the Force Flow Grogu soap flavor to try to wash away the other one. So I double dipped, and I gotta say, the Force Flow, not bad. It's not bad.
But what are the two mixed together like? I mean, that's got to cause like.
It's just well, one of them goes away. The Force Flow, which is something. It shouldn't be the name of a soap. That should be something between you and your urologist. In this one, it doesn't last for very long. It really it's just a little bit. It's a quick scent, and then it's gone almost instantly. It's like when gum loses its flavor, and you know how there's like those gums that don't last for very long. It's like that. That's how it feels.
You do realize though that just by walking into a Bath and Body Works without a woman next to you, you've officially joined GLAAD.
This is why I had sunglasses on, because I couldn't handle the shame.
Right, like you didn't want them to hunt you down with the GLAAD card for you.
That's right, and I felt I felt insecure. I felt a little self-conscious, and I had to, I walked in and I very quickly took a quick photo of the display that they had there, and it was like as if all of the eyeballs in the room were.
I mean, you are not an inconspicuous human being. People don't realize it just based on like you sitting at that desk. But like when I met you in person the first time, I was like, is that Gregor Clegane the Mountain from Game of Thrones? Like you are a large man. Like
Yup. That's I had the big sunglasses on, I had my hat on, and I was just incognito. I had to mission was to get the bag. I had put the order in online, so I didn't have to talk to anybody. And I was just like, get to the back. And then when they checked and they were like, is this an order for Fake Wizard? And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, oh crap. Now they know my name. Now I've given a positive identifier.
I mean, there's so many fake wizards out there though that I think you're probably okay.
That's you know what, and
like
I see you guys in the chat.
Like you and that skinny black guy that used to talk to Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
I miss that, man. I miss that show. I miss Conan and Insult, Triumph the Insult Dog. But
yeah.
All right, Marv. Enough with my nonsense. We got some people we got to talk to. Let's get to the people. All right, coming in over on your channel. We'll go through all your channel and we'll jump over to mine.
Sure.
Coming over for you.
Spring 91 Bears for $3 says, rest in peace, Tom Kane. And absolutely rest in peace, Tom Kane. He was voice of Yote on the Clone Wars. He was Professor Utonium on Powerpuff Girls. Big bucket of win. Huge, amazing life. And rest in peace, my friend.
63.
Yeah.
He had
a stroke. Yeah, he had a stroke last year.
Yeah. But he's been sick for a while, but yeah, I'm sad to hear that. But yeah, rest in peace, Tom Kane.
His last Instagram post was him posing with the 3 voice actresses from Powerpuff Girls.
That was nice. They went to go see him. Yeah. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Mark Fields for 199 says, to the panel and the chat, positive vibes. Positive vibes to you as well, Mark Fields. Hope your son had a great birthday.
All right.
Mark Fields for 199. Lanterns is a mistake of creation. I agree after watching this thing today, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
I haven't watched it in preparation for us. We're going to watch it together on stream.
Okay.
We're going to have to pause a lot,
yeah,
but we're going to try it.
Yep.
All right.
Juliet for £2 sterling says, evening Culture Crossfire in chat. Evening to you, Juliet.
Evening to you. All right, and then bouncing back over to the Fake Wizards channel, we got Skafiddles for a 199 says, "What handsome young men."
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Skafiddles.
I
Thank you.
don't
That's
know
very
if I'm
kind of you.
I don't know if I'm more honored by the handsome or the young part, but
It's the whole package, Marv. It's the whole package.
Yeah.
Archimedes dropping a 20 banger,
Ooh.
kicking us off here, you guys. All of you, thank you for getting here before we even start streaming, dropping these supers. Archimedes for 20 says, "For the beard and good evening." Good evening to you, Archimedes.
Nobody ever super chats
Awesome.
for my beard. It's never happened.
Well, because mine is fake.
Right, it's real
and
life.
yours
fake.
is real. Yeah, mine's
is.
mine's a real life fake.
Yeah,
and,
mine is
actually,
mine is fake life real.
I recently took out of the packaging the upcoming replacement beard because this one is really on its last leg. I have to.
Yeah.
This one needs to be sunset, and I feel like there needs to be some kind of like a parting ceremony for this one because I've been using this one for a while, and there's been plenty of others.
We have to set it afloat in a canoe down the river, and someone fires a flaming arrow into
fire
it.
the flame arrow. Give the good send off. But apparently, the Chinese manufacturer that makes my beards, the next one is extremely thin in the hair, and I'm like, I don't know what happened that they really cut down on the quality here.
Times are tough, the kids in the sweatshops are starting to grow up. Their hands are getting too big. They can't get those little intricate designs the way they used to.
Look, I've said it on other streams, but in years to come, when I develop some kind of weird, strange alien disease, just know that it is from wearing this thing on my face for all these streams for your entertainment. That's what it is. That's what it costs, man.
I'm just saying, I'm not for sweatshops, but I'm just saying the little hands and the sharp eyesight that hasn't gone bad yet, they make for really great craftsmanship.
Did I miss something? Oh, we got here over on your channel, and then we'll get started.
Give a man a pair of sneakers, he'll walk for a day. Teach a child to make 100 pairs of sneakers a day, and he'll probably drop dead of exhaustion. Wild Man of Gavin for $5 for Marv's beard out of obligation. Thank you.
There you go.
Never an obligation, always an invitation. My beard is apparently worth 1/4 of yours. So, you got 20 for your beard. I got 5 for mine. I appreciate the 5, but apparently I got to up my game.
Well, hey, that's it. It's all part of the game. All right, Marv, what do you want to cover first before we go to the culture? Do we want to cover lanterns first, or do we want to cover Peepaw?
I think we should cover lanterns first. I just spent like 2 hours making a video about Peepaw.
All right, let's get to the culture. All right, let me pull this stream up here.
Oh man. So it's like they clearly got the note that they were like, you have to put some Green Lantern stuff in here, but it's still so bad. It's still terrible.
So here we go. We're gonna.
Okay. All right, 56K likes to 1.6K dislikes. It didn't get ratioed.
So we are about to watch. This is the Lanterns official trailer. Okay, so for everybody, give it big heads up. We are going to get copyright claimed for this. So if you're seeing this in the future and there's no sound here, it's because we've had to mute it because Warner Brothers does not play nice with content creators, despite content creators helping you get the word out on your crappy show. With that, Marv, is there any initial thoughts before we play this? Because we talked about it a lot when the last teaser dropped.
The show shouldn't be happening. We all remember the first trailer. There was nothing supernatural about it whatsoever. We saw no Green Lantern constructs, no powers being used other than him flying for 1 second, and a brief shot of the suit on a clothes hanger. Some of that gets addressed in this trailer, but it's still like you can't make it not a bad show for the second trailer because everyone realized it was a bad show.
Right. My expectations couldn't be worse for this, but let's give it a shot. Green.
We did. We actually got him using the ring, but you notice he's still wearing his jacket.
Yeah, he's still wearing his
he's not wearing a uniform.
whatever jacket he was wearing before.
So
almost
basically,
said
what I
flight
gathered from this trailer is that he doesn't wear a uniform. He's just Green Lantern in his street clothes, and he wore the uniform at some point, but doesn't anymore.
So he's not. So he's Lantern. He's not Green Lantern.
Essentially. Yeah.
So Guy Gardner is the Green Lantern.
I guess. Crimes and just being just generally horrible.
What are our thoughts on the actual design of the ring?
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It does not look like a Green Lantern ring. It just looks like a Green Lantern. It looks like a Green Lantern ring that you get out of like a Cracker Jack box.
I kind of agree with that.
I prefer the ring to be the circle with the lantern symbol in the middle of it.
Yes.
Instead of just being the lantern symbol itself. Yes.
For the cartoons, the comics.
Or the comic book. But yeah.
Right. Well, I remember when you had the Justice League show and they would sell, you'd find them in the comic shops. They would sell like the little plastic rings, and it was like really cool, and it was the circle. You know, it was the whole circle there. That was neat.
When Blackest Night came out, I remember they sold I don't know if they were selling them or if they were just giving them out, or if my buddy just gave them to me because he was my friend and he owned the store. But they had the rings for each individual core, and I remember I collected them all.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
You didn't work for this like I did. I'm so much better than you, old man. You don't know anything.
Why the condescension on Hal Jordan?
Because he's old. And you know, he's our old hero, and the only way to put over a new hero is to break down an older one.
Maybe I'm asking too many questions early, and maybe the trailer shows it, but like, do we know why Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan are teamed up on this, and why there can only be one ring, and why Hal Jordan's ring needs to go to? I mean, that's what they're implying, is that Hal Jordan's ring is going to Jon Stewart?
Well, yeah, and like he's going to be replacing him, which like that was never a thing in the comics. In the comics, it was always like, you know, there were 4 Green Lanterns of Earth at one point. Like,
yes, why? I mean, Abin Sur dies, and then Hal Jordan gets his ring,
and it sounds like Abin Sur is still going to die in this, and that's how Hal gets the ring still. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I've been doing this.
Oh, we're swearing again.
Yep. Oh yeah, of course, James Gunn. You got to be edgy.
Okay, yeah, we're swearing quite a bit. So this is a reminder. Green Lantern show, not for children.
Nope. Like he's just flying around in his street clothes. It's so freaking dumb. Because these J.J. Abrams disciples, the very idea of a superhero costume is blasé to them.
What is all right? Real question. Just look at this shot right here. Take the lanterns concept out of it. If you look at a shot like this, what show or what brands does it look like?
Yellowstone or True Detective.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler Sheridan. It looks like something you're going to find on Paramount Plus. Taylor Sheridan, thank you. We've already heard from Damon Lindelof himself. He's embarrassed of the green. So it's got to be as edgy as it possibly can be. So yeah, he's not going to suit up.
I mean, everything that we're seeing so far is James Gunn wishes he could make blank. Peacemaker was James Gunn wishes he can make The Boys. This has got to be James Gunn wishes he can make Taylor Sheridan.
Well, I mean, it might be. It might be.
I mean, whatever. It's another planet. Like, at least we've seen space now in one of these trailers for 2 seconds.
I want to roll this back. We should analyze this. So, all right. So in this shot here, we're seeing Jon Stewart. He's got the lantern. He's got the battery.
Lantern, yeah.
I don't like the design of that battery. I'm sorry.
It looks terrible. I hate the obsession with like having to make the battery look alien. Like it's a lantern. Maybe the reason why we have lanterns in the classic design is because there's always been a green lantern, and it like, you know, it inspired somebody way back when to make a lantern.
I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for the Jon Stewart Justice League lantern from the one that's in the opening of every episode.
Yeah,
that one's my favorite design. But all right, so he's got the lantern now through the whole show. He's not Jon Stewart. Isn't Green Lantern. Is this shot from the end of the season?
I don't know. I feel like there's an evil white guy pointing a gun at him, though.
Of course there is.
You need to be fearless.
Oh, the multiple.
Multiple, and they got cowboy hats on too, so you know they're bad guys.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, these are the bad, evil white guys. And more evil white guys in the background behind him. First shot of the suit.
And it looks ridiculous.
Why that design?
Look at the shoulder pads, like he's a female executive in the 90s.
There's no green on this.
No, it's brown.
Why?
Oh God, it looks so bad.
I mean, look. All right. So who's so he's what's this?
You afraid?
Is this? I'm assuming this is Sinestro.
It looks like a child.
All right. Let me roll it back. I paused too much because he asked him something. He says, "Are you?" I don't know. It looked like it makes me think. Was
it yellow?
Yes.
That looks orange. That's not yellow.
But don't get your hopes up that it's just going to be something Sinestro core like we would want. It's the one thing they haven't been able to do in live action.
No, the villains.
I want to see.
The villains of this are evil, like humans, like conservative humans. Like it's some kind of like conservative, like Midwestern cult or something.
Follow-up question: how are regular humans a threat to 2 Green Lanterns? Maybe 3, because now we know Nathan Fillion's in this.
Right. I mean, exactly. And honestly, the big question I want to know is, what does the orange mean?
What are the oranges for?
Sorry, I had to.
Did you say orange?
Yeah. Oh, aren't you glad I made that joke?
It's never going away. With all of it, we are getting tons of flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be a show that keeps jumping back and forth through time. They're once upon a timing.
Yeah. Honestly, I hope that which, by the way, that's a show that just got progressively worse and worse until eventually everyone stopped watching. Didn't even need a finale. But yeah, I just hope Guy Gardner's in this more than I think he's in it, because at least Nathan Fillion I can enjoy.
I like Guy Gardner. I like Nathan Fillion.
I thought that it was dumb to give him the Stewart haircut.
Yeah.
But I thought, look what I can do. But other than that, I thought Guy was really good in the Superman movie. A little old, but I like Nathan Fillion, so I didn't complain.
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Are you kidding me?
There it is. There it is. I don't fear anything, and I'm gonna be better than he's ever been before, because I'm the bestest ever.
Let me roll that back. We've got to hear it again. I can't believe it, man.
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
I'm speechless.
It's terrible. It might be worse than the first trailer.
Is there more?
I don't think so.
Subscribe. Hey, if you're watching at home, hit the subscribe button for our channels.
Both channels, yes.
Subscribe. Marv.
It's terrible.
The setup is that Jon Stewart is here to take the ring from Hal Jordan.
For some reason, I guess. I don't know why.
And that there can only be one that wears this particular ring, and that the Hal Jordan ring is the same ring as the Jon Stewart ring, which is
what's
not
funny is like
accurate.
If you're gonna do the Hal Jordan replacement, it would be Kyle, not John, because John was never a replacement for Hal. John and Hal worked together; they were partners.
Right? Yes.
Like, like I've said this before. I'll say it again. A Lanterns show should have been Lethal Weapon in space.
Yes.
It should have just been Lethal Weapon in space. It should have been, you're taking John to train him to all of these different planets. He's completely out of his element. Maybe he is arrogant. Maybe he thinks he's going to be the greatest in the world. And he's just learning from each planet how unprepared he is and how huge the space sector is. And that's only one of thousands of space sectors, right? And then he's like, you know what? I don't know if I'm teaching this kid right. I'm going to take you to meet my mentor, the Green Lantern that taught me. And he takes him to Kurgar, and you find out like the Kurgar is so orderly that no Green Lantern has had to be there in like 20 years. And you find out it's because Sinestro has subjugated it. And now all of a sudden Hal has this crisis of faith of how can I teach this kid when the guy who taught me is such a piece of crap, and they have to stop Sinestro, and both of them have an arc, and at the end they have to work together. It's the old guy and the new guy, and they've each got something to teach the other, and it's both of their stories. That's not what this is. And he looks ridiculous in that stupid costume. And I know we're all like, why isn't he wearing a costume? Why isn't he wearing a costume? Why isn't the costume better? Why is that the costume?
Marv, this makes me sad. this feels like because we know by now that this isn't going to be we got it wrong, right? You know, it's not going to be the kind of thing of like, oh, hey, this thing might surprise us. It might be good. We got to give it a chance. It's like we've seen this. We've seen this play before. They're telling us in this trailer, if you're a Green Lantern comic book fan, this is not for you. If you're a Justice League animated fan, this is not for you. If you wanted to see Hal Jordan at the best of his game, this is not for you. If you wanted Jon Stewart to be likable, this is not for you. They're doing, if that's Sinestro, then they're doing a Matt Reeves the Batman. And they put Joker in jail already.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
You think that's Sinestro in a science cell?
Yeah, I think that's Sinestro in jail already.
I mean, he's not purple, though.
And the suit's not green.
All right. Or maroon or pink or whatever Sinestro's skin tone is. It's not purple. Magenta, would you say? Or?
Yeah. It's like a purplish. It's like a light purple kind of.
Yeah,
it changes depending on the color. the color of the comic. This
looks so stupid. Like the Ryan Reynolds version gets a lot of flack, but I always liked I feel like it was just too early for the what they wanted to do with the CGI, because I always liked the idea of the suit being CGI because the suit is a construct. The suit is not real.
Yes.
The suit comes from the ring. That's why when the ring runs out of power, he ends up back in his civilian gear, because it's not a thing you put on. It comes from the ring.
Man, this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. We're off on a terrible foot here. I don't see anything redeeming about this. They're telling us it's literally going to be Jon Stewart hates on Hal Jordan the entire season.
I mean, look, this Ryan Reynolds, the Ryan Reynolds movie is not good. But I went back and I watched the Sinestro scene where Sinestro trains him. Where he's like, but I am a Green Lantern. I fear nothing. Like, we were robbed of such a great Sinestro.
Mark Strong would have been awesome as Sinestro.
Amazing. My only hope is the reason we're not seeing him in this is that somehow he's playing him.
No, it's gonna be that guy from it's gonna be the bad guy from the show Banshee. He's been cast already. The Sinestro
really?
Been passed. He's been cast. Yeah.
Crap.
All right, let's just play this back one more time. This is just one piece here, and finish this out.
And I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Yep, because he said, and then this woman's like, "Go get it, Jon Stewart." Like, this is clearly this is go, you go, boy. Like you go, Jon Stewart. Like
the only way that a story like this works is if at the end of the season, Jon Stewart says, "I was wrong. Hal Jordan is okay. Yeah. I was misled. She's bad.
I was arrogant. I was, I have a lot I can learn from you." That is,
but we know that ain't gonna happen.
It's definitely not what it's gonna be.
It's not gonna happen that way.
Absolutely not. There's not a chance in hell.
Man, and it was look but the smug look on her face too.
Then go and get it, Jon Stewart.
Go and get it, Jon Stewart.
The only way you get it is if you kill him. Look, this is I see two paths ahead of us. The first one is what we just said: is Jon Stewart has to be Hal Jordan, you're terrible, and then in the end realize Hal Jordan actually isn't terrible,
Right?
And he was maybe Hal Jordan's holding on to a secret that's protecting everybody, and it's a selfless act.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe that's option one. Option two is they're gonna go, Hal Jordan, you're a piece of crap, and Hal Jordan's gonna in the end say, yeah, I am a piece of crap, and then he's gonna go final Parallax. He's gonna turn into Parallax.
I was about to say he'll be the villain. He'll be Parallax.
They've already showed he talks to Sinestro.
If that's what that was, yeah.
If that's what that was, sure. Man, Lanterns. Can't believe it. I can believe it, which is terrible. I can believe
it's just more James Gunn slop. I mean, look, you have the only right thing he did was make Superman the first movie. You made Superman the first movie, which is great, but then the next movies need to be Wonder Woman and Batman. Or Batman then Wonder Woman. That you have to have the Trinity in place before you can do anything else. But the what he did was he immediately went to Supergirl. He had to get his friends in there with Peacemaker. Creature Commandos was stupid. And now he's doing this and ruining Green Lantern. Like, what is this going to be? What are you going to do here? This DC universe is going to be just a whole lot of nonsense James Gunn slop. And this is the ironic thing about this, Wizard, and I've said this repeatedly since I saw the first trailer. This is the one property where, like, the one James Gunn vision would have actually worked.
Unfortunately, you're right.
If this was just Guardians... Like, if this was Guardians, if this was like a space romp, it would have been fine. It would have been absolutely fine.
I'm kind of speechless. This is worse than the last trailer by far.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is bad, man. But look, we're gonna keep it on here. We're gonna cover it, and unfortunately, for what we do for work, we have to watch every episode.
We do. I'm sure I'll be reviewing it on geeksandgamers.com every week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, then the movie, the next movie is Clayface, like was just pointed out in the chat. Body horror. Like, who wants that out of their DC? Another movie not for kids.
Another movie not for kids.
It's all for James Gunn. That's the thing. People are like, why isn't he making movies for kids? I'm like, because he's not a kid.
Look, I would argue that Supergirl's not for kids either. With the themes of what Supergirl is, you could give it a PG-13 rating, but that's not going to be good for kids. I wouldn't want the youth seeing a film like that where Supergirl is a degenerate drunk going to get
Lobo is also a character that shouldn't be for kids. Lobo's the character you can do the mature series with.
Right. It's yeah.
And then, like, you have Superman, which was a strong PG-13, and then you put Lex Luthor on Peacemaker, and you have him dropping F-bombs.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, although I kind of do know what they're thinking. It's all rooted in a kind of cynicism. It's cynical towards the source material. It's cynical towards the audience, and that brings us to now, where this show is not going to be good, but the trades are gonna run wild with this, and the ratings probably aren't going to be that great. I can't imagine them being better than Peacemaker. They're going to be on par with Peacemaker. It's going to get some kind of an audience, but this is not going to the show you're going to be able to talk to people around the water cooler with, right? At work, not enough people are going to watch this for you to keep up with them on it.
I don't understand why we can't just have the DC universe. Why no one can just give us the DC universe? Christopher Nolan closed off his Batman, which works for that Batman, sure. He closed it off. No other heroes can exist within this universe. Okay, no universe yet. And then Snyder gave us the dour, sour, everything is dark and gritty, sneering, murdering. And then there's this, which is just James Gunn's DC universe for James Gunn. Not for kids, not for anybody but James Gunn. Like, why can't we just have the DC universe? Like, is that so difficult? These heroes are universal, man. They're modern mythology. Everyone knows about Superman and Batman. It should not be this difficult.
All we could do is dream, man. All we can do is dream. Let's get back to the people.
And by the way, I don't love that Superman movie, but I love David Cornsweet as Superman. I thought he was a hopeful, energetic, lively,
Yes.
kind Superman, and there was a lot of gentle kindness to his portrayal, and that's what Superman needs to be. I just want a Superman like that, and in a movie that makes sense, and a Batman that doesn't kill anybody. Can I please just have that?
I want all of those actors back in the same roles with a different writer.
Yeah.
That's what I would enjoy. And they should also end it with Starman. They should end it with David Bowie. Like, the fact that they didn't is kind of ridiculous. But all right, let's get back to the people. All right, we see you guys here hanging out with us. Thank you for being here. We got a couple here. Let's bring on up. So coming over on your channel.
Oh, Photon Empress became a member of the M4 Empire. Thank you very much, Photon Empress. Welcome back, my friend. And she became a member at the highest level. So I very much thank you.
Very cool. Very good.
I love Photon Empress. She's the best. 02RR for 499 says, if I could, I would have happily ordered extra pizza for both of you. Pepperoni, Old World pepperoni, Old World sausage, Italian sausage, and salami. Is he calling us fruits?
That's a meaty pie.
Girthy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, here you go. Here's a broadcast coming in on your channel.
Well, I think you have to do yours first, and then.
Oh, I was switching them around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Krista Nova for 499 says, person without Star Wars soap being me.
And I am person with Star Wars soap.
You know what? I am good with my role in this scenario as the person that didn't spend money on Star Wars soap.
I don't like the Bounty Hunter soap, and I bought 3 of them. And I'm not happy that I bought 3 of them. I fell for the deal. The deal was buy 5, and it drops to like $5 a piece. And I did. And for some reason, I thought, oh, the Bounty Hunter one will probably be a little bit better. And that stuff stinks.
Mm-hmm.
It is not good.
Made you smell like dude.
No, well, I would use derogatory phrasing, but I won't here. There's children watching. It's not dude. It's a type of dude. I'll drop it in on your channel here.
Pilgrim Media for $2 is where you been, Marv. No Midnight's Edge. They changed the time. I can't make it anymore. When they moved it to noon, I've got Mondays at noon. I'm always busy, and there's a That Park Place stream at that time. And Wednesday I host That Park Place at noon, and then Friday I'm co-host of That Park Place at noon. So unfortunately, the timing just doesn't work out.
Yeah, timing is, look, guys, timing is really hard. Like, we're working as hard as we can to make sure we do our shows, right? But like, then to do everybody else's show, it's like virtually impossible sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I miss it. I love being on Midnight's Edge. It's just with the time, since they switched the time over, I just can't anymore.
Like, yeah, it's like my buddies at Side Scrollers, like I can't do their show because it's the middle of the day, and I'm like, I just can't do it.
I mean, like I would love, like Mike and I have talked about me going on Epicverse, but it's the same time as Forecast, so I can't really do that.
Right. Yeah, they stream Thursday nights too. Yeah, it's hard out here. It's hard out here for.
There's only so many hours in the day, guys, and you try not to stream over your friends. So
that's right. Coming in on your channel,
Phil Mitchell's Fist for $10. Is the clock ticking on James Gunn? What upcoming theater releases are you excited about? I would like to think that the clock is ticking on James Gunn, because, like, we're not getting the box office. Superman was not a box office hit. It depends on what happens with Supergirl. If that, but he might just walk away. He might just walk away from DC because he doesn't want to work with the Ellisons. TDS is a very real thing, guys. As far as upcoming theater releases, excited about Wizard, I would say Godzilla -0.
Godzilla -0.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe. I'm excited
for that too, despite everything in the marketing.
Yeah, no, I look, Sheep Detectives and Project Hail Mary, those are 2 layups, Marv.
They are.
Masters of the Universe might be a sleeper hit.
Might. It might. I'm a fan of the merchandise that they're offering.
There's a movie. It's a war movie with Brendan Fraser coming out coming out, I think the 26th of May. And that looks really good. And it's Brendan Fraser. And I wish I remember the name. I saw the trailer when I went to see Obsession a couple days ago. And I'm like, I'm seeing that. It's got the guy who played Moriarty in the Sherlock BBC series. He's like the protagonist of the movie. And it's a weather guy for the World War II D-Day. And how a weather guy was like trying to see, is there going to be like a hurricane when we're sending the Americans in for D-Day? And I'm like, that looks like a really interesting movie, and I like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll say,
I think everybody does. Yeah, he's playing Ike, right? He's playing Eisenhower.
Yeah. That's I don't remember the name of the movie. I
know which one you're talking about. Like, because I took note of it because like my grandfather was there at D-Day,
right.
And on the American side, just want to point out, he was fighting for the USA.
To be clear.
Like, just to be clear, I just realized when I just said he was there, it might have been like, my grandfather was like Captain America. Like, he was so patriotic. But yeah, he so I always like to like see anything D-Day related.
Yeah. I'm hoping to see that on day one. Backrooms, I know nothing about. I have seen no trailers for, and I'm not watching trailers. I'm just going to see the movie. I know there's a lot of hype around it. Obsession, which just came out, was awesome. Highly recommend that. Yeah, I'll resolve this because I gave you a bunch. Godzilla -0.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait. Thank you for that.
Thank you for the 10.
Coming in over on actually, Marv, we'll just keep doing yours and then we'll jump over to mine.
Photon Empress for the 20 says, if I ever get 3 genie wishes, wizard, I'm a wish for you to be a real wizard. Fake beard remains, but real wizard. Said you could be the real wizard, fake beard.
Yeah. Well, what
fake
kind of wizard?
Fake beard, real wizard.
If I can't have if I'm a real wizard, but I can't have the real beard, then I'm not a real wizard.
And you're Harry Potter at that point.
Right.
He doesn't have a beard.
He doesn't have a beard. Well, no. Plus I'm not gray enough for that. I'll have to dye my beard. I'll have to let it grow in and then dye it. But thank you, I guess.
Is this mine also?
Yeah, these are yours.
The Hat and Beard Show for 5 says, until proven otherwise, I will continue to proclaim that you're Matt Walsh in a wizard hat.
Fair enough. I accept.
Okay.
It. I accept. I hear that often, and I've been tempted to like one day at Matt Walsh on Twitter, but I feel like I'll be really embarrassed if he doesn't respond. You know what I mean?
If he just no sells you.
If he just if he just ghosts me. So like, if I do that one day, I'll make a deal with you. Eventually, one day, I will at Matt Walsh on Twitter, but you have to also blow it up. Okay, so that's the deal. On a random day, sometime soon, I don't know when or why or what the circumstances, but I will at Matt Walsh and say, everybody thinks we're the same person, and then it's your job to blow the tweet up so that he has to respond. All right? That's the deal.
That makes sense.
The deal. All right, coming in over on your channel.
Phil Mitchell's Fist for 20. Thank you for the 20. Says, your granddad is a hero. He was, and he is. He's my hero. Always has been, always will be my hero. And he says, loving you on FNT, wizard.
Thank you.
I love seeing you
very much.
FNT. I love it. Every week I watch, and I'm like, that's my buddy.
I have tremendous respect for Gary, and I'm very happy to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Jumping over to my channel, we'll start with hold on one second. We'll start with Rumble first from Guillermo Gage for a 3. Says, funny illustrations in your coloring book that I received a few days ago. I also appreciate you having a Rumble channel. Yes, we are multicasting across the internet for all of the fake wizard content. Marv, I don't know. Do you multicast?
I have signed up for Rumble. I just haven't I've set it up. I just kind of haven't set it up yet.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Rumble, it's through StreamYard. They don't make it easy to do it. StreamYard doesn't make it easy for Rumble. I should be clear about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy we're in multiple places. And if you like watching us on Rumble, we're here. I look up this way because that's my Rumble screen is up here, this way to my left. But thank you for that. And yeah, we got the coloring book out there on fakewizard.com if you're interested in getting our coloring book, which there's a lot more pages in there than I had thought. Like there's like I made it, and then like when you're making a book, you don't realize how many pages it's going to be when it finally prints, right? So then we got the book and we're like, it's pretty thick. Pause.
Yeah.
All right. Robin 10 says, for a 2, says, Marv, do I need to get Mando gel for you too?
I don't know what Mando gel is, but I would prefer to not have it. I know that much.
Are you sure you don't know what Mando?
Yeah, no. I don't want to I don't want to think too hard about what Mando gel is because I'll probably figure it out, and I'm okay not knowing.
Hey, listen, guys. We don't play any of the sizzles here. We don't play Pedro, not on this channel. Okay, but just for fun, we do have this.
I was afraid of what you were about to do. It's like, wait, what are you doing? What are you about to do?
What are you doing? You think I was really going to play the summer sizzle?
If you did, I was going to load up Chris Jericho singing for our next one.
Robin 10 gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for that. Wow, turning the chat a little more green. Which hey, look, sidebar, we got some really cool membership stuff in the works right now. It's coming soon for the Fake Wizards live channel. More information very soon. Hopefully by the end of this week. We got a lot going on, but it's cool to be a member now. Let me just put it that way. All right. We got Cisco Sistar. I'm terrible with names. No offense. Cisco Sistar for a 5 says, glad to see you on FNT Wizard. So happy you cut out the middleman and stopped necromancing the corpse of the ranting Kiwi. Quite the magic you use. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I don't know what that means. I hope I didn't just say something offensive. But it's there. And thank you for the 5. And I'm sorry
you feel that way, Wizard.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel that way. But thank you for that. And I am very, very happy to be on FNT. It's a good show with good guys. All right. Coming on your channel.
Zen Wookie for 2 months says M4 Empire on phone, Fake Wiz on TV. Life is good.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. That's how I prefer people to watch this show.
All right.
Double
with
dose.
that, my friend, I think we got the big topic to get into now, Marv.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for the big one?
I'm never ready for anything Pedro related, but yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Time for Peepaw. Let's get to the culture. All right, let me make sure I queued this up correctly, but I think this is... Nope, I didn't. Let me switch. There it is.
Oh, what's Pedro doing with the Green Lantern ring? Okay.
Hey,
the one way I can hate that show anymore is if he showed up.
So here we go. Marv, written by Marvin Montanaro here.
Yep.
Disneyland Pedro Pascal, fan surprise immediately exposed as influencer marketing stunt.
This was insane. They were like, oh, these Disney guests, these just, wide-eyed cherubic Disney guests were just wowed by this random act of Pedro.
Doesn't this look real?
I mean, look, their reactions are so real.
I would love to. What would be really funny is, and I kind of wish my brother was here with us, but if we were to zoom in on the faces, right? Like if I pulled up this picture and you do like a voiceover for what this person is thinking, right? And I just feel like it would be really funny for it's like, yeah, I'm not getting paid. Am I supposed to be laughing right now? Am I supposed to be celebrating? Like, you put like characters behind the people of how like the voice in their head is totally calling them out for this being super fake. I feel like that would be fun.
The black girl's like, I gotta get back to the set of Peacemaker.
Oh, they do look alike.
Doesn't she look like her? I
Like,
thought it was
it's
her
the
at first.
jacket. It's the jean
Yeah.
jacket. But all right, so I mean, we got the video here.
We can watch it.
We're gonna, let's see. This is the video here of Pedro Pascal coming out to fans in Disneyland.
Well, to be fair, he hasn't come out yet.
Oh wait, he what?
To be fair, he hasn't come out yet.
I like to imagine he is living the life he wants to live.
It's the world's worst kept secret.
Let me turn this down. It's a little loud.
It is
Here we
a
go.
I don't need to see him be paid. Like, I don't need to see him be Pedro Pascal in that costume because he, like, the second he's not playing a character anymore, he just stands like an effeminate wackadoodle.
Look, just watch how he walks out. Come on, Twitter. Come on, Twitter.
Does he sashay?
No, but he comes out in a way that it's not the Mandalorian. It's not Din Djarin at all. Like,
Of course
he's
not, because
acting. Here, I'm going to refresh the page because it's doing that Twitter thing. Nope. Hold on.
So what he does a lot of the time is, or what celebrities do just kind of in general. Oh, now it's not even. You just click on there we go.
I'm going to pull it over into Twitter
Into
just to make
X,
sure
yeah,
it doesn't.
makes sense.
Yeah. Here, let's try this. Share this tab. All right, here we go. We're back. So if we just watch him walk out, and that is not Din Djarin.
That ain't. Well, to be fair, he hasn't had to walk as Din Djarin in a very long time because he hasn't worn the suit since season 1.
Oh. He moves too much. He moves too fast.
He's moving his hand like this. No, don't make it obvious it's me. Like, no, everyone knows it's you, Peepaw.
All right, let's roll it back and see what they actually have to say.
Yeah.
I hope there's no music. There's music.
Don't make it too obvious it's me. I don't think they're gonna hear my welcome, but I'll just be like, what's up? Right, sons, travelers, come in.
Right,
You all
sons.
know the Mandalorian? Yeah. Mandalorian, do you have anything to say before we send our travelers on their journey?
Not the falling to a knee, dude.
Yeah, seriously. Why don't
What
you just
is
do a
this?
backflip? Do a
Watch
flip.
the falling to the knee here.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
please.
Yeah, don't. So,
she was at
so-
the Acolyte. This one over here was at the Acolyte with Leslie Headland.
oh, was she?
Oh yeah, I recognize her.
So one of them, the tall guy in the back, he has he's got an Instagram account that's got like 20,000 followers. One of them is has a YouTube channel, a Star Wars YouTube channel with like 60,000 subscribers. And the girl next to Pedro, the short one, she's a cosplayer. She's a Star Wars cosplayer who was invited to the Mandalorian and Grogu red carpet premiere because she was posting pictures with like all of the celebrities on the red carpet. So these are all people from within the Disney ecosystem.
Right, who all just, you know what? After seeing this, to their credit, Marv, do you think there's a possibility that it's like, hey, we're going to bring all the influencers out. We're going to have them walk around. We're going to bring you to the park. And we're going to go on the Smuggler's Run ride. Do you think at all that they were told that Pedro Pascal would be there?
No, I don't think they were told he'd be there. I think that was actually a surprise for them. But I think that they are all experienced enough to know that when a surprise like that happens, what kind of reaction they're expected to do. But when it comes to Pedro, like, so they did this with Johnny Depp years ago, and it was not influencers. Johnny Depp was literally in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yes.
And he was just talking to the boats as they went by. So they were kids, you know, they were families. This is all just like Gen Zs and younger millennials. with at least 10,000, and they're not even like huge influencers. Like, it's not like somebody with like a Star Wars theory, not that they'd ever invite Star Wars theory to anything, but it's not even like the one, or like the ones from the montage that Pro has, where they might have like, 100,000 subscribers. Things like these are all like pretty low end influencers, but I'm assuming it's because they see them as rising stars and they're trying to earn their loyalty. It's be nice to us and we'll give you all this stuff. You're taking people who are fans of this and you are giving them you're paying them in access, you're paying them in cool stuff, you're paying them in experiences, and it has completely destroyed the influencer economy. Because it used to be that you went to influencers because you didn't trust the corporations. Now the influencers are just regurgitating the corporate nonsense.
This one on the end here, she's been in other Disney stuff. So I don't recognize anybody else. Personally, I don't recognize anybody else, but that could just be me. But yeah, you're right. And
but so like my point about the Johnny Depp thing was Johnny Depp was in front of real people. You couldn't put Pedro in front of real people because there's a good chance somebody would be like, "Oh, screw you."
Well, you also, I don't know if he's ready for that. I don't know if people are ready for that. I think people don't care. Clearly, he's got his anxiety problems, right?
I was about to say he's so anxious he didn't seem to be touching anybody though.
He did look a little nervous though. He did.
What was so funny, like
nervous.
When we did I think it was the Autumn Fizzle, where he's at he's at like the No Kings protest and he's like dancing in the middle of the people. I'm like, he's surrounded by a sea of people there, and his anxiety appears to be doing just fine.
Right. I'm just you know what, Marv? My big takeaway from this is,
what's your big takeaway?
Are you more excited to see this movie now?
No.
Are families more excited to see this movie now?
Nothing that they have done in any way, shape, or form has made anyone more excited to see this movie.
So bringing on the Disney influencer shills, that's not making normie people that hold down jobs and have children. They're not making them excited to see the movie.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because if I'm not the fake wizard, right, and if maybe I'm a real hardworking American, right, and I come home and I open up Twitter and I scroll through and I see this, right, and I've been out in the sun all day and I see this, right, and I see all these kidults, right, and I don't see kids hanging out with Peepaw. I don't see families here. I just see all these kidults. Is that supposed to make me, who's just been slaving away, want to spend over $100 to take my family to see this?
Why wouldn't this be like Make-A-Wish kids?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine the better optics if this were Make-A-Wish kids or just kids in general? Like, why not get a bunch of kids in need who are massive Star Wars fans and then surprise them with Pedro? Why does it have to be these Gen Z millennial jagoffs who just go on there and shill for Disney with a smile on their face and eat their cupcakes and just open their mouth to receive the mouse constantly? Why can't it actually be doing something good?
I'm annoyed because
I brought up the Make-A-Wish kids. Yeah, like it makes a ton of sense, right?
Good idea.
That just hit my head too. I'm just like, what if this were actual? Like, this could have been like such a heartfelt moment if it were actual kids in need. But then again,
or
kids, like what people in the chat are saying, kids don't like Star Wars.
Yeah, but you know what? The Mandalorian and Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian is safe. And kids know him. They know him from Fortnite, whether they watch the show or not. And they've seen the show. The show did good numbers the first 2 seasons. It fell off in the third, but it wasn't that long ago. We're not dealing with a decade ago, right? But, and people love Grogu. The kids still love Grogu. Women certainly love Grogu. They talk about it. Women like Grogu. He's cute. This should have been, you are 100. If they did an ad of Peepaw going into hospitals to see kids, I'd be like, all right, you got me. That my heartstrings, Disney.
Yeah.
got me there.
But no, it's got to be shill influencers. It's got to always be shill influencers.
Always shill influencers.
Because so this is a twofold plan here. Because on the one hand, it gets it out to the shill influencers, audiences. On the other hand, it makes the shill influencers loyal to Disney. We bring you Pedro
and views.
Yeah.
The only views you'll get, because Star Wars is such a dying brand.
Mhm.
Your channels that are Star Wars exclusive channels are cooked. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm surprised there's not
man.
one person on here from the from that montage that Pro has with that's a Sarlacc.
That's a Sarlacc.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, what's worse is and it's funny because he blocked me. He like outright blocked me on Twitter, and I've never engaged with this guy. But Gene Park is also in that clip, and he's like, "I think I'm gonna go pre-order it. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm excited enough. I'm gonna
guys,
pre-order it.
guys. I might even pre-order it.
I might even pre-order it." And yeah, I don't know why.
And it was Star Wars Outlaws, the worst game of all time.
It was that Star Wars Outlaws is terrible. I have gone back 2 times with over a year of that game being out. I've gone back twice to try and play it and give it an honest, fair chance. That game is a pile of crap.
It's unplayable because it's constantly breaking down, isn't it?
It constantly glitches. It constantly fails. It is clunky. It is slow. Star Wars Outlaws is a mess. It's a mess of a game.
It
but
is a mess of a game.
But jumping back over to here, right now, you've covered it for geeksandgamers.com.
Mm-hmm.
I think, did you also cover it for that Park Place?
Yeah, I did both.
So you've been covering this, and you've been paying attention, staying on top of it. Well, there is somebody else here that is also covered. I got to pull it back up because I lost it. Let me see if I get this to load. Here we go. And I'm curious because like you read into this, you knew about it before I did,
right?
And you've been covering it online. Well, somebody else is too, and that's the Hollywood Reporter.
Oh, good lord!
Saying Disney
they're probably
under
running interference.
That's exactly it. Disney under fire over staged Pedro Pascal Mandalorian fan encounter. The Mandalorian and Grogu star seemingly stunned a group of Disneyland tourists on Smuggler's Run, but things weren't exactly how they appeared. Here's what happened.
That subheader makes me think that it was like they're actually admitting to the fact that these are influencers.
Well, they're saying it's stunned a group of Disneyland tourists. Maybe they're just Disneyland tourists, Marv. They're not. They're not
they're just tourists. They were just. It just happened to be a group that was just all influencers that got paired together. There's more of them than could possibly even like pilot one of those Millennium Falcons.
Except the jaw-dropping tourists weren't exactly a random group. Little honesty. Let me zoom in here so everybody can see it.
Wait, go back down. Go back down.
The Hollywood Reporter does the thing when you try to highlight, it zaps you to the top. So you
Hold
can't
on.
Highlight the page.
One fan site wrote, quote, "The backlash surrounding the Pedro Pascal Disneyland stunt taps directly into growing problem for Disney audiences no interest." Click on that link that says site wrote.
Let's see. Where does it go?
Because I wrote that. That's my what?
It's you.
The Hollywood Reporter is citing me.
Yes.
I feel dirty.
Live reaction.
What?
You have been cited by the Hollywood Reporter.
I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here.
Site.
One fan site, of course. Yeah, God forbid we say it's not a. By the way, it's not a fan site. It's a news website. So thank you. I'm looking at the quote and I'm like, that sounds familiar, as if it came out of these hands.
It was my keystrokes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are the one fan site that said the backlash surrounding the Pedro Pascal Disneyland stunt taps directly into a growing problem for Disney. Audiences no longer trust the company's marketing. And let's see, to be fair, Disney never claimed the group were random tourists, and the influencers let plenty of transparency to the matter by eventually posting their own accounts of the moment. I was a crying fool after shaking Peepaw's hands and screaming along with everyone else in the room last night, and I'm okay with that, wrote a Star Wars cosplayer. The team at Star Wars Lucasfilm worked tirelessly on planning out this epic experience for us. And for that, I am eternally grateful, wrote a digital creator. Why aren't you naming Hollywood Reporter? Why aren't you just naming these people? They're content creators. Biggest thank you to the team at Star Wars for making this happen. Go see The Mandalorian on the big screen May 22nd. So Disney didn't really hide the ball from a certain point of view. I see what you did there. But the studio's initial footage and photos certainly led many to assume this was an impromptu moment, and media outlets covered the stunt without knowing the lucky tourists were handpicked by the studio. The truth comes out, Marv.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all because of the coverage that you guys are doing over at geeksandgamers.com and that Park Place.
But you know what? At the end of the day, though, they're trying to say that we're wrong. That like, oh, Disney wasn't hiding the fact that they were influencers. Now, like they are trying to put this. They weren't like a group of influencers. They were not giving you that information. They just looked like a group of ethnically diverse people that just happened to be there for this meeting. Just why couldn't it have been Make-A-Wish kids?
Why I think the Make-A-Wish kids, or just kids in general, kids in a hospital, kids like at a graduation ceremony. It's the summer. Like, come on, you could have. By the way, could you imagine you had Pedro Pascal walk out for a graduation ceremony? That would have been big. That would have been cool.
By the way, to the Hollywood Reporter, thank you for citing geeksandgamers.com. I think you're terrible. So I'm glad that we were able to give you a little bit more validity. Because you're just the worst.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't say that. You are like second or third worst. Variety is the worst, and Deadline and you kind of trade for second worst. So,
what a time, man. What an exciting time. A source close to the matter told the Hollywood Reporter that the group consisted of legitimate Star Wars fans. Some of whom have modest social media following. Modest. The group had been invited to the park under the guise of getting to check out new content additions to Smuggler's Run. Their reaction to Pascal, in other words, was genuine. Afterwards, Pascal, the Mandalorian and Grogu co-star, Sigourney Weaver, writer-director Jon Favreau, and Lucasfilm chief Dave Filoni gathered to watch the Shadows of Memory projection show with everyday tourists nearby. And that's it, right? This is why, like, a lot of people give us grief. They give me grief. I see it in my comments all the time. Why do you care? Why do you talk about this stuff? Oh, okay, Wizard, you say that Star Wars is dead. Why do you keep talking about it? Because we have to hold these people accountable. This is an accountability problem. Disney attempted to make you believe that this event was an authentic event, and it is a marketing stunt. It is there to manipulate you. It is there to make you believe you've got to go see this movie, because look at all these authentic reactions when all of these people are acting. They are acting. They are part of the 5 people ruining entertainment. They're the content creators. So, and because Marv and people like Marv and like me and us and us talking about this forced the Hollywood Reporter to have to firstly come clean, but attempt to run damage report. And I think that that's really important. Yeah. So massive props to you, Marv.
Thank you.
Absolute victory.
I'm glad that they're finally citing some quality sources over there at the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah. Is this what they would call a maximum chud victory? Is that what we would say?
Maybe they would call it that.
All right.
By the way, it shows that the Hollywood Reporter is watching what we're doing, because like the tweet for this article didn't blow up. Like it wasn't like the one where we reported on Pro's Star Wars exclusive scoop, where that one blew up to like 30 million views. Or even just last week we had one that blew up to about 1 million views. But this one did not do that. It had a very like modest so that just shows that the Hollywood Reporter has its eye on what we're doing.
As they should. Okay, but there is, sadly, one more Peepaw story that we need to cover.
Yeah.
And that is coming to us live and in person, also from you, but on thatparkplace.com. Here we go. Pedro Pascal affirms love of Star Wars sequel trilogy ahead of Disney's big theatrical gamble with The Mandalorian and Grogu. Marv,
Right.
what's going on here, and why?
So-
what is he talking about the sequels for?
So he's in a like in or out kind of by the way, he's in the closet. But he's in an in or it's like is this in or is this out kind of style interview. So they're rapid firing off like things for him, like Twitter DMs, in or out, and he does don't play the short because it's like subbed. But the he says in it, scroll up. Where does he say it? The quote's in there somewhere. Oh,
You got to go back to the movie
so
theater?
they said to him post Star Wars, and he says, "Oh, the sequel trilogy. I got to go back to the movie theater with my sister's family, and my nephews were at the ripe age that I was when I first saw Star Wars movies. So it was an incredible family experience to have together. I loved it." So he praised it, said he loved it, but did not mention the acting, the directing, the writing, or anything about these movies. He just had a really nice time with his family.
Can I be extremely honest about this? Because I'm going to be anyway. I'm asking for permission, but it's mostly for me.
Granted.
I'm jealous. Marv, hear me out. I'm jealous of people like this, like Pedro, who go to these movies that are objectively garbage and walk out and say, I got my money's worth and I had a good time and I get to go about my day.
Time. Well, he got to go home and still be a multimillionaire. So, I'm sure he has a nice time all the time.
And to each their own, maybe you guys in the chat, maybe you get to go home and you're a multimillionaire too. Shout out to you.
If so, then get some super chats.
I don't get to do that, but I see these movies. I see any movie, and I'm analyzing what's before me, and I don't see it as just the emotional roller coaster as Hollywood wants you to see these films as. They don't want you to actually think about what you're watching. They just want you to see and feel emotions. It's emotional. Emotions are high, emotions are low. Emotions are over here, they're over there. It's like a Dr. Seuss something. It's like, where are the emotions? Up, down, left, right. They're all over the place. And that leads us to, to this. And that's credit where credit's due. Although this really isn't credit due. But I am envious of the position of you just going in and enjoying this trite crap.
I mean, yeah, look, I always say, when I do reviews and I don't like something and people call me retarded for it, like my Mortal Kombat 2 review, my response is always the same thing. My response is always the same thing. I'm really happy for you that you liked it because I wanted to, because I always want to like something. I always want to be pleasantly surprised, even if I think something's going to be bad. It is way more fun to like something and be passionate about it than it is to hate it. Because my experience going to these sequel movies, I was mad. I was really mad. I did not have a good time. I was sitting there with nephews or something like that. So, good for Peepaw that he was able to find some joy in it. But I just love that he mentioned this, Wizard, and didn't actually compliment the thing in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, because I think that's something I'm personally learning about actors. I have it on my board over here. I have a dry erase board over here that I write video ideas down on when eventually I want to do research projects. And one of them literally says, actors aren't at fault. Actors are stupid.
Actors are stupid. Yes. Yes, they are.
As I get older, I kind of realize that we put a lot of credit in actors, and maybe the actors of ages past were people that were respectable and we cared about what they had to say. But the actors we have today are not exactly intellectuals.
So on Parks and Recreation, Ben Wyatt is talking about or he's working on a campaign for somebody running for Senate, and the guy comes in and he's shaking everyone's hand and he's all smiles, and then he goes and he sits in his room and he just stares at the wall like this because there's just nothing there. That's what most of these actors are. They're vapid narcissists, but there's nothing there. But they all have to pretend that they're enlightened because they're in Hollywood and because they're so surrounded by yes men who just tell them I'll give you a personal story here. I once watched a promo that The Rock's daughter did on WWE TV, and my comment on X was, well, I guess charisma isn't hereditary. She flipped out, like sicked the entire internet on me.
Really?
And I was like, I think I am the first person in her entire life to ever actually criticize something that she's done.
But that's also not that bad. I'm sure people.
It was the softest softball I could have possibly lobbed in her direction. Yes.
Yeah, that one's not bad at all. There are many worse things to say.
Way worse, especially about her, because she is just an idiot. But there you go, right there. Oh no, they're coming at me again. But yeah, no, she so that's the thing. These Hollywood these Hollywood people, they're never criticized. And so they think that every thought that comes into their head is poetry because their yes men always constantly tell them that every word that comes into their head is poetry.
Look,
yes, to Steph in the chat, yes, I have beef with The Rock's daughter. Or I did. I mean,
least, right?
I did once, a couple years ago, but talentless little.
Look, but I think, we as a culture, right? We put a lot of stock in what celebrities are doing, what they say, what they believe. And I think the reality here is that we need to stop doing that because actors are stupid. They are not intellectuals, and we treat all of them as being intellectuals. There's a part of me, the innocent, the stupid and foolish part of me that pities Pedro Pascal. For all of the money and wealth in the world, for all the fame he has, I kind of pity him in a way because he's just a stupid guy. He's just a dumbass. Like he's just a dumbass who can't keep up with the people, and he can't keep up with the audience, and he says stupid things, and he does stupid things. I mean, and there's part of me that's like, hey. I don't know.
You're giving him way too much credit. I think that he's like insidious. Like,
really?
I think there's I think there's a malevolence to his actions. I think that he is purposely fake. I think that look at all the activism stuff that he does out there. All like the way he went after J.K. Rowling. Like, absolutely not. You're not gonna.
Okay. Oh, well, hey, that's maybe that's my that's my flaw. Maybe I'm falling for it. I can recognize that.
Look, Steph just said it in the chat.
I'll fall for it.
Steph just said in the chat, don't pity him. Everything he says, he believes. That is true.
Well, a lot of people
everything he touches, he destroys.
That's fair enough. It's hey, I think he's a dummy, but oh, there you are. He's a dummy, but I feel like we've given him, not we, but like they've tried to AstroTurf the heck out of this guy. He doesn't have it. Like he doesn't have the juice to hold the normie attention. And here we are where it's like, hey, what do you like? I like Star Wars. I took my kids to Star Wars. Yeah, what did you like about it? Crickets, because he wouldn't be able to answer even if you asked him what he liked about it, which is another problem with the sequel defenders. So when you ask the sequel defenders, what did you actually like about it? Most of them don't have real answers. Most of them don't have authentic answers. I would know. I've gotten death threats from trying to communicate with these people.
Because all they care about is like Rey and Kylo Ren being together. They have to be a couple. Like then you point out that Kylo Ren is party to the slaughter of trillions of human being lives, and then they want to kill you for it. Right. I mean, look, Adam Driver's his wife or his girlfriend or whoever it was getting death threats because she wasn't Rey, his wife.
That's right.
These people are insane. They
are weird.
Yeah. Reylos are weird.
And what's that saying? And Solo lost money. Solo lost money, and Reylos are weird.
Yeah,
that's right. Taking us back to
hashtag Solo lost money. Yes.
2019. Classic Geeks and Gamers, right? All right, man. I would love to say we're done with Peepaw for the rest of the week, but this is Mandalorian week.
Brother, there's a long week left to go.
And it's only Monday.
It's only Monday.
Let's get back to the people.
Yep. When are you going to see Mando, by the way?
Whatever the first showing is.
Yeah, I'm going to the first showing on Thursday. It's like in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah. As soon as you and I wrap from this Thursday's Culture Crossfire, I'm jumping in the car and I'm not going to the IMAX. I don't want to see this in IMAX.
I don't remember if I got the IMAX or not. No, I didn't, because I'm going to a theater that doesn't have IMAX. So
the IMAX near me isn't starting until 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm seeing it at 2:00 and I'm done. I'm not waiting.
I'm going to a theater that's like less than a mile from my office, and it'll be nice and easy.
All right. We have got, and we'll be talking about it. I wish we could have seen it before we have Culture Crossfire, but we can't.
I know we'll be out, but I'm sure.
All right.
I'm sure Pro will probably do a reaction stream that night or something.
And I look forward to being on it and grabbing all over it. If it's bad, maybe it's good. It won't be, but we can hope.
I'm anticipating it being okay. Like, I think it's going to be completely inoffensive, and it's going to be super safe, and it's going to just be like an episode of the show, essentially.
Right.
And you're just going to leave the theater with the one question being like, why was this a movie? Which apparently was the question that Jon Favreau had.
Man, look, we'll talk about that again, when we get close to it. Maybe the next time we get together, we'll do our whole, like, why did they make this? They shouldn't have made it. It's just a rehash of the Clone Wars, but we'll get to that probably on our next show, because we still got we got the peoples we got to talk to now. Coming in on my channel, Archimedes for a 10 says, "Please, less Pedro, please, Wizard, I beg of you, please."
Hey man, don't beg us, beg Hollywood. They're the ones that keep putting him in everything.
Look here, guys, everybody out there. Like, here's the deal: we got this week. Right? This is release week. Then we got next week. Next week is flop week, right? So it's going to underperform. We're going to talk about it next week. The week after that is going to be second flop week. It's like, it's the play. I'm giving you the play-by-play, all right?
Right.
The week after that. Now, also, 2 weeks later, we're in He-Man. So we're not going to be talking about this as much. We're talking about He-Man. We're talking about Scary Movie, which is coming out the same day as He-Man, by the way. Week after that, Toy Story. And I think there's something else dropping in May. I don't remember what it is.
So much happening. I know that, like, so we are going, I feel like I'm going to have to see this movie at least 3 times, by the way, because I have to see it, on Thursday, and then my wife's going to want to see it. So we're going to have to go over the weekend. And then I'm pretty sure at some point this month, we're getting together with, like, Lauren and a bunch of other people. And I know he already said, like, we should go all see it together.
I'm sorry, Lauren. Yeah. Look, the more I hear about this movie and the more we keep hearing that it's just 2.5 hours of action that's meaningless, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it once. I'm certainly not going to want to see it twice, especially when there's other movies out that we, like, kind of need to see, like Backrooms.
What was the one, like, line from one of the reviews? It was like, it's offensively inoffensive or something like that. Like, Star Wars has one of 2 like functions at the moment, right? Like, it's either going to be something that is so safe and inoffensive that, like, nothing happens and you're wondering why they even bothered to do it, or they're going to take a machete to George Lucas himself and rewrite the lore in his blood. Like, there's nothing in the middle. It's either, because you have things like, Skeleton Crew and The Force Awakens and stuff like that. And then you have, like, The Last Jedi and The Acolyte. Like, it's one of the 2 extremes.
I just don't. We're going to see it once. But Lauren, if you're out there, if you're watching, I don't know if I have it in me for a second time, bud. We're gonna have a fun time, but I don't think it's gonna be wasting 2.5 hours at the. We're gonna have more fun going to Denny's.
We are going to Denny's. We are going to Denny's to get the He-Man meals.
Yes, we're doing a caravan of us getting together and driving to a Denny's. I don't know how far it is from where we'll be, but yeah, the whole crew, we're going to Denny's to sample the He-Man menu. So that'll be fun. We're going to do a video on that. Flying blind on a rocket cycle for a 199 says someone get that Mando a glow stick. Wrong channel, my friend. Wrong channel.
So I have a couple of clips of it in my video that came out today, but I put other songs to it, like it's Raining Men or, you know.
Look, man, when I woke up after having done the pro show on a Monday night, I woke up on a Tuesday a couple weeks ago, and
you were singing the Summer Sizzle?
Spring, it was stuck. Not the Summer Sizzle, the newest one, which is the objectively the worst one. What is it? The Spring something?
Spring Spritzel.
And I couldn't get it out of my head.
Is that the one where it's like, hey Disney, come back now, bring Peepaw back now, Mando Avengers, set them free, like that. Yeah, that one's been in my head for weeks.
Yeah. But the line with Brie Larson in it, I'm like, why is Brie in this?
Yeah,
she's redeemed herself. She doesn't need to be in this.
Oh yeah, even Brie said no or something.
Even
like
Brie
that.
said no. Oh. Yeah, it's.
Oh wait, I think I was thinking
folks.
of the Winter Whizzle. I think I'm thinking of the Winter Whizzle, not the Springtime Spritzel.
Yeah, the Springtime Spritzel is too much for me. Too much for me, man. But anyway, thank you for that. All right, over on your channel,
Chef Eddie for 5. I heard Beardo was supposed to be at this Pascal event, but Brett Cooper took his seat. I heard it the other way around, that Beardo took her seat.
Beardo did take her seat. Look, we have a live reenactment.
Oh my gosh!
This is it. This is what it looked like, folks.
I'm not party to this, Beardo.
Here we find Beardo. This is the real Beardo, by the way. Took Brett Cooper's seat, and she went and got it back, and she had to scold him to get it back. You could see he was very clearly at the Netflix fight event, right? That's where they were. Look, you can see it in the back.
I'm trying to be a very good friend and not look at it.
Zoom in. There you go. Shout out to Beardo, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Beardo.
He probably needs it.
Sadly, well, no, not sadly.
All I can say, Tuesday night's main event tomorrow is going to be utterly insane. Like that chat is going to eviscerate him.
Yes, it will. Yeah, it will. Thank you for that. Okay. Cisco's Sistar over on my channel for 5 says FNT running gag. When Az takes a break, he is dead to the other show hosts and gets resurrected when he comes back. Also, he is from New Zealand, not the UK.
Is that true?
I thought he was from the UK.
I think he lives in the UK, but I didn't know he was from New Zealand.
I didn't know he was from New Zealand. That's lore to me. Is that the hidden? Oh no, not the hidden. The sacred Jedi text. I didn't know that. But now I do. Thank you. Robin 10 for a 5 says, I saw what they did there. Pedro referenced going with his nephews as a tilt to family. They doubled down with family experience. Except they don't do anything with families. They just wink. It's obnoxious because they like wink nod about, oh, this is a family event. But like, it's not, you don't show families. You're not actually like showing kids being excited to see this or participate in this movie, which is bananas.
His accent's not even New Zealand.
I thought he was 100% British.
I'm pretty sure he is. I'm looking at the chat right now, and Argentum is saying it's not true. Quartering thought he was from New Zealand, and it's like, well, then we're definitely not going to repeat that.
So it's the fake news lore. It's not the sacred Jedi text,
buddy. I love those guys. I've been watching so much of their stuff lately, and like I didn't even know they existed. Before recently, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're so funny.
What they have done with the circumstances, and I have to say, like, it is marketing brilliance of what they have figured out how to do and what to do and how to do it. Of taking, setting a trap. Letting Quartering spring the whether they knew it or not. Like they set a trap for the Quartering sprung the trap, and then now they're the biggest show on Kick right now. Like when they stream, and they stream for 11 hours, 9 hours.
Yeah.
It's a killer
Yeah.
show, and they break down sentence by sentence on the people that they're covering with like sniper precision on some of the things that they do. I like truly big time respect for them. Big time respect. It's an art form of content of what they've done. Robin 10 for a 10. Thank you for that. Average college students are getting a subpar education through from high school to university. Now taking out an extremely pampered child, basically homeschooled, the breadth of their knowledge, wafer thinment. We definitely have some problems. Definitely have some problems with the education system here. Big time. But it's not getting any easier.
I have a list up. I have a list up on my wall of people not to piss off. And it's going to be like right now it's Madame Savvy and Kino Casino are like the two.
Dude, Savvy is just
the autistic eye of Sauron. When it turns towards you, you're done.
That's a really good way to phrase it.
Yeah. Mike calls her weaponized autism, and I took it a step further.
Yeah, the eye of Sauron is brutally funny. It's brutally authentic too. This is over on your channel.
Oh, okay. John Wayne for 1985. Oh, hello there, Pilgrim. For $5 says, ironically, it was the quarter pounder who mistook Az for a New Zealander. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's fine. Okay, so it is part of the lore, but it's part of the anti-lore. It's like reverse lore. It's funny. By
the way, the autistic eye of Sauron is a compliment, guys. It's saying that she's like it's her superpower. Like, because people are like, "Hey, I'm like, no, it's meant as a compliment."
That was not an insult at all.
That's like saying you have superpowers.
Yeah, no. What she does is a superpower. When if she targets somebody, it's done.
Oh yeah, nobody researches like her. I mean, she deep dives, and man, it's amazing. Nothing but love and respect for that woman.
And she's got sources that are unknown to the ether. Like, she just summons the void's energies to support her searching. It's wild. Yeah, that was not an insult at all. No way. Okay. Over on, and now look, I'm not seeing this, but shout out to the mods, crushing it tonight. Also, Marv, we passed over 750 viewers on our stream right now. This is the biggest stream I know I've ever had. We got 750 people watching across the internet, across multiple platforms.
This is the second biggest culture crossfire we've ever done. The biggest one was the one we did Saturday, where we had almost 7,000 people watching that stream
at once, live
throughout the course of the 3 hours.
Oh.
Like when we were done, it said we had like 6.6K views, and I was just like, "What?"
Okay,
like.
Right. Well, hey, that was a great show, and we had some good friends on, which was really good.
What an all-star panel that was with me, like when we were joined by Caro and Mike and Krista. Like, that was probably the most fun I've ever had on a stream.
You know what it was? It was also fun because it was like we could be just like kind of casual, like friends. We didn't have to worry about like keeping up with personalities and stuff. We were able to just like hang out with all of you guys. So that was a great stream.
That was a great stream. I love that.
Sad ending. Terrible outcome.
3 hours of streaming for a 17-second fight. But you know what? Like, Dreaming Tabitha, I think, said something like, there was more, like, it kind of was like Jon Favreau and Friends. There was more like vitriol in that moment, more like just genuine emotion than there will be all weekend for the Mandalorian and Grogu for those 17 seconds. Somebody was like, CM Punk called it. He said Ronda like right away in the first round. And I said, well, if anyone knows how to lose a UFC fight, it's CM Punk. So I would assume he's an expert.
Well, you know what? And the reality is, it was about the friends we made along the way. That's all that event was about the friends we made along the way. But all right.
It was also about an enormous black guy knocking out a Brazilian dude.
You win some, you lose some, right?
I mean, that fight was awesome, dude. I loved that fight.
The undercard fights were fun.
They were good.
They were good fights. They were satisfying fights.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so here's something I am not able to see this on YouTube. So Marv, I don't know if you know about the jewels. YouTube has a new super chatting thing, but where our viewers can send us jewels. So what I would
Jewels?
say is, yeah, if you want to pull up, and we'll maybe in our next segment, if you want to pull it up, like your side of the chat on the front end to see if anybody is sending jewels, because it's not available on the back end. However, the mods are catching it for me, and Lord Corey sent gold coin for 10 jewels over on my channel, and I thank you for that, because that's not free. That's not free. You did have to pay for that, so we appreciate that very, very much. I don't see it to pull it up on screen.
I'm looking at the front end right now. I don't see any jewels.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's it's there. They made it. Okay. Here.
I don't even see the option to send a jewel.
It's mobile only. That's why.
Oh.
Didn't know that. That's what it is. That's
That
what it is.
makes
We're learning.
sense. Okay.
We're learning every day,
We're learning
man.
the new YouTube things.
It was wildness.
Yeah. Mods on my channel, if you see any jewels come in, please just alert me.
And with that, Marv, we still got some time, but we're running low on time, and we got to get to these other topics.
Oh yeah.
So
were we caught up on the supers?
We are caught up. No, we're not. We got one more. Butter biscuit.
Butter biscuit for 5. The joke was super chat saying we're glad real British representation is on FNT with anyone British beside Az. Early FNT lore, and yes, Az is dead. Okay, I'm caught up now. I understand.
Okay, see, this is you guys are gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah.
If I go in and I drop like the fake lore, then I'm just a real life fake wizard, and I don't want to be a double fake.
Right.
Can't do that. Okay, with that, thank you, Butter Biscuit. Thank you all. Thank you guys for hanging out on Monday night stream.
Yeah.
Let's get back. We got to get back to culture. All right. This is a quick one.
Just, it's just shocking that a game that was so popular and sold so well, Wizard, and was such a huge success, just completely petered out. I'm shocked that more people aren't talking about this.
I think they will. I think this storm is rising on this one.
Like, I don't understand how this is not like what was the last one that closed down that everybody was like dunking on?
Well, High Guard.
Yeah, it's not like this is like a High Guard situation. It's 2 months and not even 2 months. Or I think it was almost exactly 2 months, and then shut it down.
Yeah, this is legendarily bad, right? So Ghosts of Yote, Legends Online multiplayer, support ends after just 2 months. Brought to us on geeksandgamers.com by one Marvin Montanero. So do you want to take us through like what is going on here? What does this mean? And because look, Ghosts of Yote, we were last told that this game sold really well, but then
better than Ghosts of Tsushima.
Well, I did it.
No, they said it made more money than Ghosts of Tsushima because games cost more now. Right.
So, with their multiplayers being shut down, what happened?
So it's not being shut down. Like the servers aren't going offline, but they are no longer giving new stuff. There will be no new story, no new cosmetics. Like all of it, it's being shut down essentially. Like you could still play, but they're not like actively developing new things for it, which is insane because Ghosts of Tsushima Legends, they developed stuff for that for years, like literal years.
Right. Well, that's fascinating. Amongst all of the other controversies with Sony this month.
You see, lead designer Darren Bridges confirmed the April 10th raid update was the last major planned update for Ghost of Yote Legends. The announcement came as part in a post on the official PlayStation blog where Bridges explained the new content would conclude the online mode story arc. The raid update was our last major planned update for Legends. It finishes the story of the Yotei 6 in that mode. We love to see players playing it, continue to play it, and enjoy it. It's been great.
Wow. So this comes off the back of, this is another live service multiplayer game. And, we knew it had some issue. It had some issues being a
Mhm.
big seller when it
Yeah.
launched.
Well,
it took us a long
according
time
to
to get the
not according to
numbers.
the game journals. The game journals said it was the best-selling game ever. Better
Well,
than
yeah,
Ghost of Tsushima, and oh no, it's the greatest ever.
and maybe people did buy it when it dropped, and maybe people did, but people is not many millions, right? And if I'm not mistaken, we didn't get we don't really have any new numbers on the sales of this game. But that doesn't matter. What does matter is if people were playing it actively, the multiplayer would continue getting support, right? So that's the conclusion we could take away. We can talk about unit sales. Maybe this thing sold gangbusters. We've seen games do that. Battlefield, that sold gangbusters, and now like nobody plays it, right? We see this with Monster Hunter Wilds. That game sold gangbusters, and then people stopped playing it, right? But that's still getting support, because there's still enough people playing it. When a game stops getting multiplayer support, that means no one's there to play it.
Nobody's playing it. There's still enough people playing it to justify the servers being on, but like there's not enough people playing it to sink into like future story content. Like that's what basically they're saying.
So and this is in a long line of controversy with Sony and PlayStation, and really with all gaming in general, of live service games that they just don't hit anymore.
Right.
Now it's very hard for us to pull up the actual data right now of how many people are playing Ghost of Yote. But you know what else we can kind of compare it to, or what I'd like to compare it to, if I could pull this up here, is no, I can't pull up the numbers on that, but what I can pull up is something else that is PlayStation, that is live service, that also has been having some trouble, and that happens to be Marathon.
Oh, okay.
Right? So this is developed by Bungie, but it is a Sony-based game.
Right.
And here we're seeing, if we look at the numbers, this is the Steam analytics. So we have all-time peak of 88,000 players, which is kind of low considering what this was and the budget that went into this. This is a big game.
Yeah.
And if we look at this player chart of what the maximum player number is, we are seeing this game, which released in March, just...
Oh my gosh, you could sled down that. You could sled down that hill.
And so for those of you watching, this is a visual representation of what Ghosts of Yote experienced, both as a single player game, but also as the multiplayer game. Like people got it.
Tsushima came out on Steam, didn't it?
Did I say I meant Ghost of Yote?
Well, no, I'm saying like Tsushima did come out on Steam eventually. I doubt Yotei ever will.
Oh well, yeah, we're not getting that. We did get the director's cut, and that's pretty big for when it dropped.
Yeah.
People bought it when it dropped, but then see, this is it. This is what happens with single player games. We know this, right?
Yeah.
With most single player, it comes out, people play it. Story-based single player games get a massive boom when they first come out, and then with no new content, they just kind of settle, which is okay. Right. That's the natural life cycle.
Yeah, it is.
But for us talking about a multiplayer game and something that was very controversial, this is not a good look for PlayStation.
No, certainly not.
Any final thoughts on the Ghost of Yote controversy, Marv?
I'm just shocked that a game that sold so well, that redefined the term success for a PlayStation exclusive, that completely eclipsed the original in every single way, shape, or form, has failed in such a way with its live service. This has got to be some chicanery by the chuds. There's no way, Wizard, that this could possibly be real. Because people liked this game. It was a great game. It wasn't a mistake in any way, shape, or form to abandon our male hero Jin Sakai and replace him with this gender activist.
Yeah, what a shame. another franchise kind of falling apart. But you know what's not falling apart, Marv? As we jump, as we continue moving through the culture. No, we got a good one. We got to get to
okay.
One last big one for this show, because it's been a great show. I want to end on a high note.
All right, let's end on a high note.
Michael Jackson's movie, the Michael biopic, stays strong. Obsession is already successful. Yes, I'm happy to hear that. And Mortal Kombat is finished.
Also happy to hear that.
This is coming to us from OMB Reviews. Shout out
Odin.
to Odin. Michael maintains strongholds as new thriller Obsession makes instant profit and Mortal Kombat creators. Look, Odin is going to go on here to talk about how the Michael movie. I don't
It
like
reclaimed.
name.
It reclaimed.
I wish
the
it wasn't
number
named
one.
Michael because I want to
I
say the
know.
Michael Jackson movie, but
I know.
the Michael movie, it's going to be $1 billion hit, Marv. It's on
So,
track
yeah.
for $1 billion.
It is. So right now it is on. So it has already surpassed Bohemian Rhapsody domestically to become the most successful musical biopic in domestic history. The worldwide box office, it has to pass, I think, 900 something million. So I think it's on its way to that. So, I mean, astronomical though, with all of the movies that have come out since Michael, that now all of a sudden Michael can reclaim the number one slot at the box office in its fourth week. And I have to say, I kind of saw this firsthand because my wife really wanted to go to the movies Tuesday night. She wanted to go see Michael again. And I said, okay, well, we'll go see it. We'll probably have the theater to ourselves. It'll be nice. We'll get some popcorn, we'll get some soda, and we'll watch Michael. Theater was full. I was shocked. The theater,
Full.
like, we were in a full theater. I mean, there was maybe a handful of seats left. Like, it was a full blown theater Tuesday night on a random week, in the fourth week, of its release. So this is absolutely insane that it was able to rally like this.
I'm happy to see it. I really loved this movie. I thought it was great. And
Second time around, it's even better.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it again.
See, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and like I don't have a lot of free time to go see movies a second time. I'm usually a one and done kind of viewer, unless it's that thing unless it's something that really like blows me away and I got to see it a second time. This wasn't it for me. So and maybe that's because maybe I don't have an emotional connection with Michael Jackson. I wasn't a Michael Jackson fan going into this.
I mean, I will say if it wasn't for the fact that my wife was like, I really want to go see Michael again, I probably wouldn't have gone to see it again.
Right, but that's it though. But people are like your wife saying they want to go see this, and
She's
and
been
if they haven't-
listening. Yeah, she's been listening to the soundtrack since we saw it the first time. Like, I mean, the soundtrack. She's been listening to Michael Jackson's music since since we saw it the first time, and I could tell that she's just kind of been itching to go since she's been listening to that, and yeah. She wanted to bring her family over the weekend. Her brother didn't want to go, so she was like, "Will you take me?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. We'll make like a little, like Tuesday nights are the one night of the week that I usually don't have a stream." So I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And Tuesday night movies were like like popcorn was discounted. It was great, but I was shocked at how many people were there.
Hey, well, you know what's helping that, and you hit the nail on the head here. If we jump over to Billboard. Michael Jackson rules Billboard Artist 100 for first time thanks to continued Michael biopic success.
One thing I noticed in the second viewing, though, I went back and I watched a bunch of like his music videos and like classic performances, and like the first time he did Billie Jean when he broke out the moonwalk for the first time, and they recreate those in the movies, and it is dead on.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
It's close. It's really like kind of uncanny. By the end, where he looks really just like him, like there's those couple of shots where it's so bright that you just kind of see like the silhouette of his face and it looks just like him. That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's got one of the greatest endings of any movie ever with him doing bad. With like the steam coming out of the stage, and so good.
We talked about it when the movie dropped a couple weeks ago. I stand by what I said. I don't want a sequel to this. I like it just the way it is.
You're going to get a sequel
movie.
to this. Well, so this is what I said to my wife. I said, if we get a sequel to this, it is going to be so depressing. And it's like all the good music. This is going to be Wicked. It's going to be Wicked. It's going to be Wicked and Wicked for Good. Because like Wicked Part 1 had all the good music and all the rise. And Wicked for Good had all like the dour songs and like the not nearly as iconic stuff. And maybe one or two good ones, but it was just all fall. And that's what this will be. It'll be drugs, and it'll be tragedy, and it'll be death. And I'm
accusations.
Not really...
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah, yeah, I don't need to see Oprah.
it's I really feel like, why can't we just, look, I can't, obviously I can't speak for the Jackson estate, but you're making money like crazy right now.
Like crazy. Probably made more money off this movie than he could possibly spend in a lifetime.
But also, like, people love Michael Jackson right now. You've got a lot of people, like, time has passed. A lot of people, even myself included, are a lot more open-minded to hearing other versions of the story and maybe being considerate about some of the sources with the allegations. And, there's a little bit more optimism to his name than there was over the last decade, really. And now, like, you've got, like, it's a Michael Jackson renaissance where people are happy to hear his music, and this is how his legacy should end. Not end, but, like, this is how his legacy should be. It should be positive, and he faced his dad in the movie and he overcome that obstacle, right? We don't need anything else.
Yeah,
you know what I want to see? I want Jafar Jackson to get his flowers and get his career not being Michael Jackson. I want to see the next Jafar Jackson project next.
Here's the thing, Wizard. I agree with you. We don't need this. The movie studios made a lot of money, but what is the one thing that movie studios want more than anything in the world?
All the money.
More
money.
It's like they're Disney princesses essentially. They want more.
Yeah.
Like, you ever notice, like, that's the one thing that every Disney princess wants is more. Like,
yeah.
That's every movie studio. They can't leave well enough alone because they want more.
Its number must go up, and the Michael movie did well for us in 2026. Q1 of 2026 we did or Q2 we did good, but how about Q2 of 2028 or 2029? Let's get another Michael in there. We don't care if it sullies the legacy or the amount of money we'll continue to make moving forward from this. Like Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody introduced Freddie Mercury to a generation that would not have known him without it.
Absolutely.
Same thing with this.
Yeah, and I think Rocket Man introduced a new generation to Elton John, and 100%. The Bruce Springsteen biopic introduced absolutely no one to Bruce Springsteen because nobody saw it.
No one saw it.
It makes me so happy. Stupid old lesbian. But look, at the end of the day, a Michael sequel will make a lot of money. And if it sucks, they don't care. They made a lot of money, and it's not like they can make another one.
It's gonna be, you said it, wicked and wicked for good.
Yep.
Both of these movies. Here, look, but here's the difference. Michael is on track to clear the $1 billion, Marv.
It is.
Wicked 1 couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, it couldn't.
It couldn't do it.
You're right. And Wicked for Good
Michael
certainly couldn't.
Wicked for Good did not come close. That was out of the zeitgeist before Christmas.
Yep. So there you go.
I don't know,
but
man.
Good for Michael Rita. And honestly, a lot of Michael's success, because I did write about this today as well over on That Park Place. A lot of that success came from the fact that Michael was put back into premium formats, which means they drop-kicked Mortal Kombat 2 out of the IMAX theaters after the first weekend and put Michael back in there. That's interesting, isn't it?
I think it's deserved because, well, if Mortal Kombat was making money, it would have stayed. It would have stayed. Obsession this past weekend wasn't going to take over the premium formats at all.
Let me ask you this: what do you think the next biopic that could make $1 billion would be?
I have no idea.
Because I think I know.
You think it's there's supposed to be a Beatles one in the works now.
That one would do really well. Not the one I was thinking.
I think a Walt Disney one still has the legs to do it.
They'll never do it. They'll never.
Yeah, they'll never do it, and they'll never do it right if they did.
They'll never do it because, like, when you start to do like when you start doing anything around Walt Disney, people like Meryl Streep come out of the woodwork to talk about what an anti-Semite he was, and you know, like all this. Like Walt is too problematic for them. They're never going to do that. No, the biopic the musical biopic that I think could make $1 billion, Dolly. Dolly Parton.
You're a billion times correct.
I told you.
Yeah. She's loved by everybody.
She is
Everybody loves Dolly
beloved.
Parton.
Look, the last time I was at Dollywood, she was there.
Oh,
I got to
that's
see her. You don't know when she's going to be there. She just shows up. And so we're walking in, and I'm with Vash and Ron Bradley and a couple of other people, and my phone rings, and it's Pro, and he's already in the park. And I answer the phone, and he goes, I'm like, hey, what's up? And he goes, Dolly's here. And I'm like, get out. She came down with a parade and waved to everybody, and man,
Dolly Parton,
they're
played
massive
by-
in person.
played by
Sydney Sweeney.
there it is. There's $1 billion.
That $1 billion movie. It would not be
Wow.
Sydney Sweeney, though. It would end up being Sabrina Carpenter.
I think it still makes $1 billion
Yeah.
with Sabrina
probably.
Carpenter. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it might, as long as it's not Hannah Montana. Miley Cyrus couldn't. Do
Oh,
it.
no,
I know they're
she's-
I know they're friends, like IRL, they're friends.
Yeah, no. But like,
that would
how old is Miley now?
I don't know.
She is 33.
Mid 30s. Yeah,
She's
mid-thirties.
33, but she looks like a used up drug addict. So no, she cannot play Dolly Parton.
It's because
You
you
need
did a
that-
lot of drugs.
Dolly is her godmother, as they say in the chat, but like you need a very wholesome person, I think, to be.
I think Sabrina Carpenter would actually be very good for that. She's
I
kind of got
actually
the
think it would-
look.
Yeah, no, she's
That would be a
totally
good
got the look.
movie.
So it would be Sabrina Carpenter or Sydney Sweeney would be perfect as Dolly Parton.
Yeah, after seeing after seeing the Sydney Sweeney biopic where she was a fighter in
Christy?
2020, yeah, after that I don't think she's got it.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to see her in something like Dolly where it's got a. I think Sabrina Carpenter would be better personally.
Okay. Because I mean, there's a lot of meat on a Dolly biopic because, like, she basically signed her life away to that one guy that gave her break, like, and she had to like work really hard to get out of that contract. Like, I think it would be great.
Yep. I think it'd be a good story and it would make a lot of money. And you heard it here, folks. So when they start making that movie, when Universal signs that movie, it was our idea and we want royalties.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for that.
Yeah,
all right, let's get
let me
back
start writing it.
to the chat. All right, my friends. What an awesome show we've had.
What a great show.
Hey. Coming in over on my channel, we got Death Star sent gold coin for 10 jewels. Thank you.
For the jewels. I do love that one. It's no Lord of the Wings, but it's cool.
I think Lord of the Wings is too long.
No, I don't think it's long enough.
Really?
Dude, I laugh every time. Like, I cry laughing at Lord of the Wings.
When Lorne in the battle armor is eating the chicken and
Yes.
the sauce just shoots out and lands on his armor
beard,
and
yeah.
it stays there.
It is the funniest thing Pro's ever done.
It's good. Summer Days for a 2 says, how do you make another one though? Talking about Michael 2.
They'll find a
Unfortunately,
way.
there's a little bit of lore there that is not going to be very nice to see on the big screen. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It's not going to have the happy ending, and it ends with his death. So I'm happier the way, like, remember him the positives and stuff and having fun and like that. Look, if they bring it back, we could do a Michael 2 on one condition, Marv. We need to get Paul McCartney. Somebody needs to play Paul McCartney to tell Michael to start buying music rights, and then we need
And
to
then he buys
immediately cut away.
then he buys the Beatles music.
That is the only way. Like, I want to see a live reenactment of Michael Jackson buying the music rights.
Oh man, we got to hurry up. We both got to get to the pro show.
We both got to get. Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Now that I've been cited by the Hollywood Reporter, I've been called up.
You have been summoned. Okay, Summer Days for 2 says Sydney Sweeney should make a Harriet Tubman movie.
I agree. Directed by Christopher Nolan.
I was going to say, I don't think it'll get funding, but after you said that, it's possible. It is possible. But all right, my friends, this has been, Marv, this has been a really great show. We've had nearly 800 people watching across the internet. Shout out to all of you guys. Marv, what do you got going on this week? Where can people see you?
Oh, gosh, tomorrow morning, M4cast AM, me and Lauren Connor at 11 a.m. I'll be on the Pro Show tomorrow. We got Culture Crossfire again Thursday at 9:30 a.m. And then M4cast Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please subscribe to my channel, the M4 Empire. And I just put out a video entitled Disney Has a Pedro Pascal Problem. Please check that out.
Okay, very good. We will be back here on my channel. I have a video, I think, dropping tomorrow, or at least I'm hoping drops tomorrow, talking about the toy industry and how all that's left of it is popcorn buckets. Hoping to do that too. And then we'll be back on Wednesday for Fake Wizard News, Thursday for Culture Crossfire, Friday for F&T. We got a lot of stuff. And then next week's going to be interesting because I think we'll make announcements beforehand, but we may need to change the time of one of our shows. We will do it. Yeah. We will do it. We're not missing any shows. We just have to adjust the time a little bit for 1 week. But all right, my friends. Marv, anything else before we wrap?
Nope, all good.
All right. Everybody on YouTube, we are going to see the WDW Pro Show, and we will both be over there very soon. All right.
Yep.
We're sending you over. Until then, create, innovate, inspire others to do so as well, and cancel Disney Plus. All right. Take care, everyone.
Caught up in the fandom flame. Crossfire time. Nothing in pop culture safe. Wizard casting truth bombs. Mom bringing the fire. When the